Hello, my name is Jochen Hampe. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ConnCons, and we want to make medical consumables more intelligent. So, medical consumables make our everyday medical lives run, and for the most part that's okay, but for a number of applications, including chemotherapy, complex infusions, these consumables are just not up to the job and up to the complexity of the therapies that we want to deliver. Let's look a little closer at one of those situations. On the right side, you see an ICU, how we deliver infusions to ICU patients at the moment. So all these pumps work on the tangle of tubing that goes into the patient. And I think it's very clear to see that because these pumps don't work as a system, these therapies are cumbersome, inefficient, and error-prone. On the left side, you see how we deliver a chemotherapy or oncological therapy at the moment. And there, the mismatch between the very sophisticated therapies that we are delivering that are costing between 5 and 500,000 euros or dollars, and the $5 consumables that we are using to deliver it is, I think, very obvious. So the patient has a very bad treatment experience. You are exposed to a lot of alarms. You have the risk of medication errors, and you waste a lot of high-quality workforce that you have in these units. So we set out to rethink each component of that therapy and make it more intelligent. And our starting point is basically to put network, data, and power connectivity in each place where an infusion is applied. And we do that by enhancing the Lure connector. You see the one on the left side that was invented in 1894. And has changed in terms of the material in the 1960s from metal and glass to plastics. And that generated, by the way, the current Fresenius and Baxters and other companies. And we think that we can give that connector the next evolution step by making it intelligent and forming the backbone of what we call the Ethernet of medical tubing. Now, our end-to-end first vertically integrated solution will be in oncology, and that includes the intelligent medication bag, the intelligent pump and tubing, and the implantable port. And now let's look at a future chemotherapy, how we envision it will be delivered. So as soon as you connect your first drug container to the pump can read the ID of the medication, which is specifically prepared for the patient, and then can guide the user completely through the setup of the therapy. So you have a 100% control that all the medication is correct. If you connect the wrong drug to the pump, it will immediately recognize that through the connector. You realize the process is the same for the nurse as before, so you are connecting Lure connectors as before. And the pump can also check, obviously, the patient identity, and then you have, for the first time, the opportunity to run a 6-hour therapy in an automated fashion. And at the same time, you have full control of the patient vitals because we can read the data from our intelligent port. And the whole therapy is obviously documented, and you provide an electronic data set for your electronic patient record. Now, because we established for the first time a full digital control of this treatment situation, we also have access to the data and can offer, for instance, pharmaceutical companies real-time pharmacovigilance for these medications, and also surveillance data for the coming weeks. And that can change the way these companies can perform pharmacovigilance and also the way we perform clinical trials at the moment. This platform technology, which we call the Ethernet of medical tubing, can obviously be applied not just in oncology, but in every situation where you apply an infusion, like in home oncology, in intensive care, and on normal wards. And because we have full control of the fluid system, we will also be the first ones that will enable a practically viable home oncology. Now, our competitors, of course, they produce smart pumps, there are smart medication containers, and there are smart ports around, but there's no connecting infrastructure, so the intelligence of these individual devices is not really used at the moment. We have a strong patent portfolio where you connect both the basic technology and the application through our intelligent pump. We will go to market. We are currently at the seed stage. We expect to go to market in 4 years with an MVP that will not yet include the implantable port. And from there, we will build our portfolio and go to additional application areas, including the implantable port and ICU and general infusion applications. The good thing about the solution is also that you don't need a new reimbursement scheme in order to use it. The selling point is the increased efficiency that you use for your highly qualified medical personnel. We are looking at about 100 million therapy sessions that are performed in Europe and the US. And if we grab a single-digit market share of that, we will have sales in the hundreds of millions of dollars. We are a committed team that includes both medical people like myself, engineers, software specialists, and regulatory specialists. We are currently completing our seed round, and we are coming to this conference for first and foremost to build partnerships for our upcoming Series A in 2 to 3 years. So reach out to us, get to know us, see if we meet our deadlines, and then hopefully we can do the next step in 2 to 3 years from now. Thank you.